From the moment you set foot in Western America, you realize you've stepped into a living painting, a land where nature hasn't just created scenery, but crafted stories written in stone, water, and sky. These are not just places you visit, they're worlds you step into, where every cliff, every river bend, every tree whispers the history of millions of years gone by. Welcome to Wanderstate Travel. We're about to take you through a journey of the most beautiful and untouched corners of the world. Landscapes so breathtaking they seem like dreams brought to life. Here, nature's artistry is on full display, from sun-baked deserts painted in red and gold, to snow-capped mountains standing like silent sentinels over crystal lakes. This is Western America, wild, timeless, and unlike anywhere else on Earth. What makes this land so magical? It's more than the view. It's the way the Earth itself tells a story in every detail. In the deep grooves of canyon walls, you read the memory of ancient rivers. In the towering silhouettes of redwoods, you see centuries of endurance. In the glint of morning light over a still lake, you feel a silence so profound. It seems time itself is standing still. Here, beauty is not just something you see, it's something you feel. You feel it when the wind brushes past your face in the high desert. You feel it in the hush of a forest trail where sunlight filters through a cathedral of leaves. You feel it when the horizon opens up, and for a moment, you forget everything except the raw, infinite expanse before you. And yet, these places remain unspoiled, untouched by the chaos of modern life. They are sanctuaries of stillness and wonder, where colors shift with every passing hour, painting the land anew. Dawn breaks with soft pink and gold, midday burns in vivid blue and ochre, and sunset spills 1,000 shades of fire across the sky. Every moment here is different. Every glance reveals something new. Over the course of this video, we'll take you deep into these unreal landscapes, from the jagged cliffs of Zion to the surreal waters of Mono Lake, from the winding beauty of Antelope Canyon to the quiet majesty of Yosemite. We'll uncover not only what makes them stunning, but why they feel almost otherworldly. Zion National Park, majestic cliffs, sacred land. In the heart of southern Utah, where desert winds whisper through ancient stone and the horizon burns in hues of gold and crimson, rises a place that feels like nature's own cathedral. Zion National Park, a monumental testament to time, power, and beauty. Here, the earth stretches skyward in towering red rock cliffs that seem almost unreal in their scale. The sandstone, painted in layers of deep red, burnt orange, and soft lavender, tells a silent story, each line etched by wind, rain, and time over millions of years. Standing at the base of these cliffs, you feel both small and infinite, a witness to nature's greatest masterpiece. At the heart of this landscape runs the Virgin River, a ribbon of life winding gracefully through the desert canyon. Its gentle flow has carved the park's dramatic valleys and nourished the plants, wildlife, and ecosystems that thrive here. Watch closely, and you'll see dragonflies hovering above the water, mule deer grazing at the banks, and wildflowers bursting in unexpected colors against the desert stone. Zion is more than a park, it's a living, breathing place of contrasts. Here, the grand scale of the cliffs is matched by the delicate details of moss clinging to a shaded rock. Vast, open skies are paired with narrow passageways where sunlight only just manages to reach. This is a land where every step reveals something different, something extraordinary. For adventurers, Zion offers trails that are as thrilling as they are beautiful. Angel's Landing, perhaps the park's most iconic hike, takes you along a narrow spine of rock with sheer drop-offs on either side. The view from the top is nothing short of breathtaking. The canyons spread out below like an endless, painted canvas. And then there's the Narrows, where the trail is the river itself. Wading between towering sandstone walls, you walk in cool shadows, the sound of rushing water echoing around you like nature's own music. But Zion is not only for those seeking adrenaline. It is also a place for quiet reflection. Stand still in the early morning light and listen. You might hear the rustle of wind through cottonwood trees or the distant call of a canyon wren. As night falls, the park transforms once more, the sandstone cliffs glowing under the silver light of the moon, and the Milky Way stretching overhead in perfect clarity. There's something undeniably sacred about Zion. The Native American tribes who first called this land home recognized it as a place of spiritual power, and it's not hard to see why. Whether you're hiking a cliffside trail, resting by the river, or simply gazing at the horizon, Zion has a way of grounding you, reminding you that beauty this pure is rare, fragile, and worth protecting. And as we move forward in our journey through Western America's most unreal landscapes, remember, this is just the beginning. Mono Lake, alien landscape, saline beauty. On the eastern edge of California's Sierra Nevada, where the mountains give way to wide-open desert skies, lies a place so strange, so otherworldly, it feels like you've stepped onto another planet. This is Mono Lake, a surreal ancient wonder shaped by time, salt, and stone. Mono Lake is one of the oldest lakes in North America, believed to be at least 760,000 years old. In all that time, it has never had an outlet, meaning the minerals carried into it by streams have stayed, growing ever more concentrated. Its high salinity and alkalinity create an environment where fish cannot survive, yet life here thrives in unexpected ways. Algae blooms in the waters, feeding trillions of tiny brine shrimp, which in turn draw clouds of migratory birds from across the continent. But it is not just the life here that captivates, it's the landscape. Rising from the surface of the lake are bizarre, jagged formations called tufa towers. These limestone spires were formed underwater, created when calcium-rich spring water met the lake's carbonate-rich waters, triggering a chemical dance that built these towering shapes. As the lake's water level dropped over time, the tufas were revealed, like stone sentinels frozen in place, guarding the shoreline. At sunrise, the scene is bathed in soft pink and gold. The glassy surface of the lake mirrors the towering Sierra peaks, while the tufa spires glow in the morning light. By midday, the contrast between the deep blue water and the pale, ghostly towers feels almost unreal. And as the sun sets, the entire landscape transforms once again. The tufas catch the last golden rays, casting long shadows across the water, while the sky turns from fiery orange to a deep indigo, the stars slowly emerging overhead. Wander along the shore, and you'll feel the stillness settle around you. There is no rush here, no noise but the occasional cry of a gull or the distant flutter of wings. This is a wildlife haven, home to millions of birds during migration season. In summer, Wilson's phalaropes and eared grebes gather here in staggering numbers, creating a living, moving layer above the lake's surface. For birdwatchers, it is paradise. For anyone else, it's a reminder of the delicate interconnectedness of life. Mono Lake has faced challenges over the years. In the mid-20th century, water diversions threatened to shrink it to a fraction of its size. But thanks to conservation efforts, the lake has been given a chance to survive, a testament to the importance of protecting places that may seem barren at first glance, yet teem with life and beauty if you know where to look. This is Mono Lake, alien yet alive, ancient yet ever-changing. It is a place where nature's chemistry becomes art, where the sky and water merge into a dreamscape, and where the wild heart of the earth beats quietly, waiting for those willing to listen. Antelope Canyon winding walls, sunlight beauty. In the heart of the Arizona desert, hidden beyond stretches of sagebrush and sun-baked earth, lies a place so quietly tucked away you might pass it without knowing. But step inside, and you enter a dream, a world of stone and light where the land has been shaped not by human hands, but by time, wind, and water. This is Antelope Canyon, one of nature's most intimate and awe-inspiring masterpieces. Here, narrow sandstone passageways twist and curve like the flowing lines of a sculpture. For centuries, flash floods have rushed through this land, their power carving smooth, undulating shapes into the rock. Every wall tells the story of these forces, ribbons of red, gold, and violet layered into the stone, each marking a different chapter of geological history. Walking into Antelope Canyon is like stepping into the inside of a wave, frozen mid-motion. The canyon is split into two sections, Upper Antelope Canyon and Lower Antelope Canyon, each with its own character. The upper section is famed for its beams of sunlight that pierce through the narrow openings above, striking the canyon floor like spotlights from another world. These beams catch dust in the air, creating shafts of gold that dance with the slightest movement. In the lower canyon, the walls close in more tightly, the pathways winding deeper into the earth. Here, sunlight filters in sparingly, creating an atmosphere of mystery. The play of light and shadow is constant, transforming the canyon walls from deep crimson to glowing amber as the sun arcs across the sky. Every step reveals a new angle, a new curve, a new burst of color that feels too perfect to be accidental. And yet, this perfection is entirely nature's work. No two visits are ever the same. The light changes by the minute, and with it, the canyon's colors and mood. At midday, the walls blaze in fiery orange. As the afternoon sets in, cooler purples and blues seep into the stone. In moments of stillness, when the echoes fade and the air feels suspended in time, you realize that Antelope Canyon is as much about feeling as it is about seeing. This place has long been sacred to the Navajo people, who call it Biganalini, the place where water runs through rocks. To walk here is to walk with respect, to understand that the canyon is alive in its own quiet way. As you emerge from the shadows back into the open desert light, you carry something with you. The memory of stone that flows like water, of sunlight painted on walls, of a world hidden in plain sight. Antelope Canyon is not just a destination. It's a moment suspended in time, a reminder that nature's artistry can be as delicate as it is powerful. Valley vineyards, rolling hills. In the heart of California's wine country, where the air is warm and scented with lavender, and the hills roll away in gentle waves, lies a landscape that feels like it was made for slowing down. This is Napa Valley, a place where time seems to stretch, where every view looks like a painting, and where nature and human craftsmanship come together in perfect harmony. Here, lush vineyards stretch across the land in neat, endless rows, their green leaves reaching for the sun. In spring, the valley comes alive with vibrant green, the grapevines just beginning their journey toward harvest. By summer, the valley is bursting with life, the vines heavy with fruit and the hillsides bathed in golden light. And in autumn, the colors shift again. Greens deepen into rich purples and reds, while the surrounding trees turn shades of amber and bronze, casting a warm glow over the landscape. The Mediterranean climate of Napa Valley is part of its magic. Long, warm days are balanced by cool evenings, as breezes drift in from the nearby San Pablo Bay. This natural rhythm creates the perfect conditions for growing world-class wine grapes, a fact that winemakers here have cherished for generations. But Napa is more than just wine. It's a place where every element of life seems elevated: the food, the scenery, the experiences. Drive along the winding roads, and you'll pass charming small towns, elegant wineries, and sunlit terraces where glasses catch the afternoon light. Stop anywhere, and there's a sense of ease, as if the valley itself is reminding you to breathe slower, to notice more. Many of the wineries here are as much works of art as they are places of production. Stone villas with ivy-covered walls overlook fields that stretch to the horizon. Rustic barns stand alongside modern glass-walled tasting rooms, each offering its own perspective on the valley's beauty. And with every glass poured, there's a story of the soil, the seasons, and the hands that tended the vines. Beyond the vineyards, luxury retreats are tucked into the hills. World-class spas offer quiet havens for rest, their windows framing views of golden hillsides. Farm-to-table restaurants turn local produce into unforgettable meals, pairing each dish with wines made just steps away. Hot air balloons drift silently above the valley in the early morning, their bright colors floating against the soft blue sky. And yet, despite its refinement, Napa Valley remains grounded in its connection to the land. Walk among the vines at sunset, and you'll hear nothing but the rustle of leaves and the distant hum of crickets. Look out over the rolling hills, and you'll feel a quiet gratitude for the way this place brings together nature's gifts and human care. Napa Valley is not just a destination, it's an experience for the senses. A place where every sip, every view, and every moment lingers like the finish of a fine wine. From the crimson cliffs of Zion to the ancient waters of Mono Lake, from the winding walls of Antelope Canyon to the towering granite of Yosemite, Western America is more than a region. It is a gallery of nature's finest work. Each destination feels like stepping into a different world, yet they are all bound together by a single truth. These landscapes are the Earth's own art, shaped by wind, water, fire, and time over millions of years. These are places where the planet's history is etched into every surface. A ripple in the rock tells of an ancient river long gone. A lone pine clinging to a cliff whispers of seasons endured. The colors that shift with the sun's passage remind us that nature is always in motion, always alive. And while they inspire awe, they also carry a responsibility, a reminder that such beauty is fragile. Preserving these wonders is not just for the sake of the land, but for the generations yet to come. One day, a child will stand where you stand, their eyes wide at the same view, their heart swelling with the same wonder. What we protect today will become their inheritance, proof that the wild soul of the earth endures. So let this journey be more than a visual escape. Let it be a call to step outside, to breathe in the air of the mountains, to feel the stillness of the desert, to stand in the spray of a waterfall. Whether your adventure takes you to the wide-open spaces of the West or a hidden trail near your own home, the connection to nature begins the same way, with a single step. And this is only the beginning. There are more places to see, more stories to tell, more landscapes waiting to reveal their magic. So join us as we continue to seek out the world's hidden wonders, the corners of the earth where beauty feels almost unreal. If you've been inspired by this journey, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share it with someone who loves to explore. Because together, we can keep the spirit of adventure alive and ensure that these breathtaking places remain wild, free, and unforgettable for years to come. The horizon is calling. The next chapter is just beyond it. Let's go.